In the month of March, for the first time in history, the Vatican Secret Archives allowed several original documents to leave its walls. The exhibit marked the 400th anniversary of the Secret Archives. Included was this 196-foot-long scroll with questions from 231 Templar knights. Also featured were legal documents on Galileo Galilei's trial, and also the papal excommunication bull against Luther was on display. The Secret Archives was established back in 1612. The word secret derives from the Latin secretum, which means private. At the end of March, the Pope kicked off his most important trips of the year, visiting Mexico and Cuba. Upon arriving in León, Guanajuato, the enthusiasm of Mexicans was quite obvious.
Saré especialmente por quienes más lo precisan, particularmente por los que sufren a causa de antiguas y nuevas rivalidades, resentimientos y formas de violencia.
Thousands of people lined up along the 20-mile journey from the airport to the Pope's temporary home, all in the hopes of catching a glimpse and welcoming the Pope. In Guanajuato, the Pope gathered with children and their families, urging them to work towards peace. And just a day later, with temperatures soaring, Benedict XVI didn't hesitate in wearing this Mexican charro hat before an open-air mass with more than 500,000 people. At the airport, these mariachis bid him farewell. The Pope responded with a so long, but Mexican President Felipe Calderón invited him to return as soon as possible, since Mexico, he said, was also his home. And from Mexico, Benedict XVI flew into Cuba. His arrival was more somber but full of emotion. Raúl Castro welcomed him in person.
Estoy convencido de que Cuba, en este momento especialmente importante de su historia, está mirando ya al mañana y para ello se esfuerza para renovar y ensanchar sus horizontes.
And by the afternoon, while thousands of people waited to celebrate Mass with the Pope, a protester spoke out against the communist regime. Over 250,000 people attended that Mass, prominently featuring the patroness of Cuba, Our Lady of Charity. The Pope asked the faithful to be, quote, armed with peace, forgiveness, and understanding to build a better society.
Quiero hacer un llamado para que den nuevo vigor a su fe, para que vivan de Cristo y para Cristo, y con las armas de la paz, el perdón y la comprensión, luchen para construir una sociedad abierta y renovada, una sociedad mejor, más digna del hombre, que refleje más la bondad de Dios.
In Havana, Benedict XVI met with Raúl Castro at the Revolutionary Palace, which is the headquarters for Cuba's Communist Party. There, the Pope expressed concern for political prisoners, including that one man who protested before the beginning of Mass. He also called on Castro to declare Good Friday a religious holiday to mark the day when Jesus was crucified. Castro agreed and even gave the Pope a sculpture of Our Lady of Charity. And former leader Fidel Castro also visited Benedict XVI. The meeting lasted about an hour and a half and was captured by this now famous picture. The two allegedly spoke about international politics, religion, and the problems affecting mankind. And at the airport before leaving, Benedict XVI asked Cubans to solve their hardships with patience and sincere dialogue, mutual comprehension, and a will to listen.
Que nadie se vea impedido de sumarse a esta apasionante tarea por la limitación de sus libertades fundamentales, ni eximido de ella por desidia o carencia de recursos materiales, situación que se ve agravada cuando medidas económicas restrictivas impuestas desde fuera del país pesan negativamente sobre la población.
During his visit, the Pope did not meet with dissidents, but he mentioned them in his speeches. The Pope said he hopes for a peaceful transition and dialogue that won't worsen the delicate situation of Cubans.